Shalom Israel. We are the Isupk under Commander General Yana, coming out of 125th Street, 1 West, Harlem, New York. We are not affiliated with no other Israelite camp or no other group for that matter. Um, we here to talk about perseverance and perseverance. Shalakia. We gonna give me Matthew 14 and 28 because we gotta understand that coming into the truth, a lot of people think that coming into the truth, it's just gonna be an easy walk. It's just gonna be a slide. You just gonna slide on by. This ain't the Christian church. This ain't the Christian church, and that's not the Bible's teaching. The Bible don't teach easy walkings. The Bible teach faith. The Bible teach endurance. The Bible teach taking trials, going through trials, different things like that. So we're going to teach here today about the truth of what the Bible teach, about coming into the truth, coming into the faith, doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Whether it's going to be easy, like the Christian church teach, all you got to do is believe in Christ, and you're going to be straight. You're going to get blessed. You're going to have all of these houses and cars and different stuff like that. Or is you going or is the Bible teaching that that we just gonna go through trials and tribulations, and we're gonna go through different things and stuff like that. So with that being said, we're gonna get into Matthew starting at chapter 14 verse 28, because Peter lacked faith. He lacked faith, and a lot of brothers in here, they fall weak at times. They fall weak at times, and they need to understand that they have to have endurance. They have to have endurance, and they have to do the things that the Lord, told them, instructed them to do, for a while. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And that's what brothers and sisters need to know coming into the truth. This is not a sprint. We gotta have endurance. We gotta have stamina, because Satan coming for you. As soon as you step foot in this truth, Satan is coming for you. He gonna take away your houses. He gonna take away your cars. He gonna take away women and men. He gonna take away all of that. Might take away your kids. He gonna take away your finances. Different things like that, because Satan is trying to tempt you. Satan is trying to get you up out of the ISUPK, out of the truth, out of the doing the will of the Lord. He's trying to get all soft people out of the truth. He's trying to show the Most High that you are not worthy of Him. And if you are worthy of the Most High, you gotta have stamina. Right. You gotta do the things that the Lord ordered you to do, and you gotta keep doing the things the Lord ordered you to do. So with that being said, read for me, y'all.
Matthew chapter 14, verse 28. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water.
Now this is Peter talking to Christ. They seen Christ in the middle of the night. Christ was walking on water. Christ was on the water. And Peter said, if it's you, he'll like, Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come here. This is a correlation to brothers in the truth. A captain or an officer over you or a general give you an order. And he give you an order. You gotta endure. You gotta do that order. You gotta fulfill it to your best of your ability. You can't make excuses, because in the ISUPK we don't make excuses. It's no cowards, no excuses. So with that being said, we gotta keep going. We gotta get that done. Whatever we order to do, we gotta get that done, because Israel's faith and Israel's life and Israel's future depends on it. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians' lives depend on us. We can't make excuses day in and day out. If your captain tell you to pass out flyers, then guess what you got to do? You got to pass out them flyers, day in and day out, till you ain't got no more flyers left. You might think it's frivolous. you might think that it's getting nobody's attention. You might give somebody a flyer and they might just throw it in the garbage in your face. What do that mean? That's just like Peter. Continue to read for me out this scripture.
And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water.
Okay, now go ahead, finish that off for me.
To go to Jesus.
Right. Now Peter came out and he walked. Christ called him. And he came out to walk to Christ. He came out to walk to Yahushua. So Peter having faith. He having faith. That's how brothers come into the truth. You see him with all the zeal in the world. Don't you, Cap? You see him with all the zeal in the world. They coming in, their spirit is lit on fire. They walking on water. You see them. They walking on water. Sisters too. They come in, oh, this the best thing. This is the best thing for me. They see these glorious brothers, and they're like, oh, this is the best thing for me. Or their life didn't change. Now they ain't how they used to be. They ain't whores no more. They ain't strippers no more. They ain't deadbeat mothers no more. They ain't got all of these demons on them. Shalaki, it just ain't gonna go away overnight. Because these sisters keep striving for it. But when they first come in, they think, okay, this is the truth. It's supposed to be a cupcake. It's not a cupcake walk.
Right.
It takes diligence. It takes zeal. But it also takes stamina. You gotta have, I'm paraphrasing, of course, you gotta have that first love. When you came into the truth, you gotta have that first love. You gotta always remember that. You gotta always keep that in your head. Shalaki, we getting everybody on the phone line, so just bear with me for a quick second, y'all.
This free conference call is provided by Uber Conference. You are the first participant on this Uber conference. Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
Now, yeah, we gotta have endurance. You gotta have that first love that you came into the truth with. You came in the truth, your zeal was lit, your face was lit. You was like Peter, you walking on water. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You got a few scriptures, you cutting Christians, you cutting Muslims, you got precepts. You just feeling yourself. But that's not what it's all about. Until Christ comes, we gotta keep going.
Right.
Peter was walking on that water, his fire, his zeal, his spirit was lit too. He had the zeal. Read some more for me, y'all.
Oh God. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid.
Now look, when he seen the winds blowing hard, blowing the waves getting deep, they look like they terrified. The wind just blowing you left and right. Them trials and tribulations in the world. Or you came into the truth and you lost your job. And you like, man, I thought I'm doing what the Most High told me to do. I thought I'm keeping the laws. What's going on? Why I lose my slavery? Why I lose my job? Oh man, I now what I'm gonna do about the rent? How the kids gonna eat? How these things gonna happen? Because you lost your slavery. Now look, you losing faith. That's what Peter was doing. That's a metaphor for what Peter was going through. He get a love, his zeal lit. He's walking on the water. That's how brothers come in the truth. They come in the truth passing out flyers like 100 going north. Like this nigga took a whole bucket of flyers. Passed them all out in 2 days. A month later, it's a half a bucket. 3 months later, it's a quarter of a bucket. 6 months later, half a year. Now these brothers ain't passing out flyers at all, making every excuse in the book. That's why you see these brothers, these priests and prophets in the Isupk, That's why you see a lot of them with bags under their eyes.
Right.
We ain't getting no sleep. We up day in and day out. And the sisters think, okay, it's a sweet ride. Or your husband is a priest. He's doing all of this work. Guess who's supposed to be right next to him doing all of that work? Guess who's supposed to be trying to make that work a lot lighter? Shalaki. That's the mic plug. The what? Shalaki, y'all. Just give me a quick sec. I have an audible technical difficulties now. Shalaki. Hello. Check 1 2 1 2. It's the Isupk. We do what it do. Gotta have faith. Gotta move. Can't stay in one spot. Hey, hold on. I'm about to get loose on y'all in the middle of class. Yeah. Give me a second, dog. Akim and Akwas. Awakim. How you say it? Akwakim. When it's plural, it's more than one. See, you thought you couldn't, didn't you? Like it. Okay, got the wireless. Oh, you in there? Look at him. He in there now. He got the wireless. He walking around eating chicken, sucking on his fingers and stuff with the wireless mic. Yeah, but Shalaki, y'all, we the water for holding on for that. But yeah, like Peter was going through. He was going through trials and tribulations. Man, no son. Shalaki, Akim. Keep going. Come. All right, like Peter, he was going through trials and tribulations. You know, he was going through things. And that's what's going to happen when you come in the truth. You got to come in the truth, and you got to stay the way you were. You got to have endurance. That's why these brothers be having bags under their eyes, because we ain't getting no sleep. You know, and our women got to go with us too. Our women got to endure. Shalaki. Our women got to endure.
Right.
You know, they got to, what is your husband doing? Your husband doing everything for the truth, and you just laying back. Like it's just sweet, like it's easy. Like it's not easy. You got to take that, you got to bear that load. As you having good food, is you helping him with the finances so he could get back and forth to the school, teach school? Are you making flyers for him? For the brother? There's so many different things you can be doing. Than sitting there and just looking crazy, looking at your husband wear himself out and wear himself down. You know, you got to be there right with him. The water says, Shalaki, you got to be there right with him. Read some more of that verse for me, y'all. All phones on mute in class. What?
He was afraid and beginning to sink. He cried, saying, Lord, save me.
Look, Peter started to sink. He got distracted with the cares of the world. He don't want to be in the truth no more. He's sinking right back in the world. She's sinking right back in the world. She ain't obeying her husband no more. She ain't making them the cheesy macaroni no more. You know, she ain't doing nothing no more. She just sitting there nagging, all the time, bickering. He ain't passing out flyers no more. He barely come to class. Haven't passed his officer test yet. You know, what are you doing for the truth? Shalaki, what are you doing? You just sitting back. You just let that fire die. You came in with so much zeal, so much spirit, so much faith. Now all of a sudden you ain't got nothing because you let the distraction. These things are going to happen. Once you come into the truth, things are going to happen. The white man is the devil. You're going to lose your job. The white man is most definitely the devil. And Satan just using him like a puppet to do whatever it is that he wants him to do. So the white man is going to get on your nerve at your slavery. They is going to pull you over and give you tickets, try to get your license too. They are going to try to lock you up. They are going to try to take your money from you. Things going to happen. Things are most definitely going to happen. Demons is going to come about. Soon as you get in the truth, that's when you have to fight your demons. You don't have to fight your demons when you're in the world. In Christianity, you don't have to fight no demons. Because Christianity, you sin it. Satan already got you where you want you. Shalagi. Satan got you where he wants you. He got you doing all this wicked stuff. You eating pork every day. You eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. Talking about it's a delicacy. You know, while you got high blood pressure and popping pills. Because you got high blood pressure, you popping pills like 40 going north. Like you got to understand these things are because you losing faith. These things come about because you're losing faith. You're losing faith in your first love. Your first love is the truth. Once you heard the truth, you was excited. You were like, okay, this how I please the Most High. All right, I'm down for it. If that means I gotta stop eating this crap, I'll stop eating it. If that means that I gotta be loyal to my husband and be submissive, I'm all for it. But now you getting orders. Now you can't go out and club no more. You can't spend that money every which way that you used to. You can't buy the nice high heels no more. You might not be able to get your nails done every week now. You used to, but you got to make sacrifices. You got to make sacrifices for the Most High, because the Most High made sacrifices for you. He sent Yahushua, which is Jesus Christ in the Hebrew. You know, which is Jesus in the Hebrew. He sent Christ.
Right.
He sent Christ to make a sacrifice for you. So you mean to tell me you supposed to love the Lord, but you can't make a sacrifice for the Lord?
Right.
When he controls everything, he give you all the riches. He give you all the finest linen. You know, he'll give you as many wives as your heart desires. He'll give you a strong husband to lead you right, who's not going to bail on you every time you get emotional and stuff. He will give you your heart's desire, but you got to make sacrifices first, because this is the truth. And you know, the world is in the hands of the devil, which is the white man. So things are not going to go sweet. Never mind what Christianity is telling you. You know, is this some more on that verse out? No more verse. Give me Romans 5:3. Because we got to understand that, you know, if you make sacrifices for the Lord will do things for you. He will make things happen for you. Even within this slavery that we're in, even within this captivity that we're in, the Most High will look out for you. He got his hands around you. So the first thing, ain't nothing going to happen to you unless the Lord wanted to happen to you. And you know, if the Lord wanted to happen to you, you know, it's going to happen. But he's not going to give you more than you can bear. He's going to put on you what you can handle. That's what the Most High is going to do. You know, when you get there, read for me, you know, you got to endure. You got it? Romans 5 and 3.
Romans chapter 5, verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
We glory in tribulation. Why do we glory in tribulation? In the Isupk, we proud to go through things. That means that Satan is trying to tempt us. You know what that means also? If Satan's trying to tempt you, you know what that means? That you right where you need to be. You right in the truth. You doing what you're supposed to do. Because Satan's going to give you every reason to make an excuse. Satan's going to give you every reason to be a coward and run out this truth. I know it's hard. I know people talk about you every day. Say you look like a Power Ranger because you're wearing war garments. I know all of the ladies don't love you no more because you looking like a werewolf because all your hair grown out.
Right.
I know these things happening. I know your job forcing you to cut your hair. You don't want to cut your golden locks. Your job trying to force you to cut your hair. But you got to stand strong. You got to glory in times like that. You got to know that them things are going to happen. You got to understand that. Because that means you're in the truth. That means you making your election sure. That means the Lord is proud of you. Like the Lord was proud of Job, wasn't he? He said, you tried Job, my faithful servant. Wouldn't you want the Most High to say that about you? You try my faithful servant. Because you could take whatever you want from them. And they still not going to deter from the truth. Shalaki. They still not going to turn from the truth. They still not going to curse my name. They're going to keep it strong. They're going to stand strong. And they're going to stand strong in the truth. And they're going to do what they're supposed to be doing. They're going to keep doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because that's my faithful servant. That's the Lord saying that. What more glory? What's better than riches? And cars and houses. All the ribs you can get. That beautiful husband you can get. What's more glorious than that? Than the Lord saying, my faithful servant. Because you stood strong. You stood strong for the truth. You stayed up them extra hours to make sure your husband got something to eat. You passed out them extra couple flyers. You passed out them extra couple flyers because you knew it might reach somebody. You kept faith. You walked that extra block to school when you was tired. Your job, Shalaki, your slavery, working you all types of crazy hours. Satan giving you every excuse not to go to class, not to teach class. Oh, I'm going to cancel this today and I'm just going to teach class another day. You know how many times as we cancel class, we call in for class, somebody might just hear it that day. And even nobody hears it. You doing the work of the Lord. The Lord said prophesy unto the winds. You got to do it when you tired. You got to do it when you don't feel like it. Them date nights, sometimes you got to cut it. Sometimes you can't go to the movies with your lady. Sometimes you going to have to work that extra hour at slavery. Shalaki. You know, work that extra hour at slavery to get them extra funds so your husband can finish doing the work of the Lord. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Sometimes you have to do things that you do not want to do. But you're doing it for the Lord. And how much more, how pleasant is it to hear the Lord say, My faithful servant. And you see how the Lord said it. He said, my faithful. He had all the confidence in Job in the world. He said, my faithful servant. He said it, I'm pretty sure the Lord said it with a deep monotone. I'm like, yeah, that's my faithful servant. You know, like the quiet storm, you know, when it comes on at night, and it just be monotone, like ladies, fellas, grab your ladies by the hand. That's the Lord saying, my faithful servant. That's the Lord. Man, I'd do anything to hear the Lord say that about me.
Right.
You know, I give my right arm to hear the Lord say, my faithful servant. He endured. You know, drop that. I can give me Hebrews. Let me see. Give me James 1 and 2. Salaki. Give me James 1 and 2. Because, like I said, like Peter was doing. Peter faced obstacles. Peter did have to do a lot of things for the Lord. You know, Salaki, I'm getting a little sick, catching a little summer cold. That would be worse. So, excuse the cough, I'll get in there. I'll walk in. You know, Salaki. But, you know, Peter endured. Peter had a lot of things going on in front of him where he could have made an excuse. You know, his faith fell weak. But that's where brotherhood and sisterhood comes in at. That's why under Commander General Yohana, the Isupk thrives so brilliantly. Because we look out for one another. We love one another. We really got brotherhood and sisterhood, and we treat our brothers and sisters like we want to be treated. I could go into any major city inside this country, and some outside of this country, and be straight. My brothers got me. My sisters got me. I came down here in St. Louis. My brother had me. Hold on, sister. His wife got me. You know, look. You know, so these things gonna happen. You know, that's called brotherhood and sisterhood. That's called perseverance. You know, because these brothers and sisters, they enduring to the end. Only in the Isupk though. I haven't seen that nowhere else.
Right.
Have you, Abon?
My eyes, sir.
I've been in gangs and stuff. I've been doing a lot of different crazy stuff. I ain't never seen that loyalty, that brotherhood, that sisterhood, that backbone like in the Isupk. You ain't got funds to make it? Come on, you still rolling. Oh, you hungry? You ain't got nothing to eat? Come on, man. Get what you gonna eat. Order what you gonna eat. We look out for one another. We got brotherhood. We got sisterhood. Like it. Read that for me, y'all.
3 and 4, sir.
James, you and James? 1 and 2, Salaki. Chapter 1, verse 2.
James chapter 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations.
Count it what?
All joy.
Count it what?
All joy.
He said count it all joy. When you fall into what?
Divers temptation.
Diverse temptation. Different temptation. Call it joy. That means you where you supposed to be. You where you supposed to be. You doing what you supposed to be doing. I know it's hard sometimes. I know it get rough, the sea get rocky, the winds get to blowing. I know that happens. I know those things happen. But guess what? Count it joy. This ain't the Christian church. The pastor, we ain't about to sprinkle no holy water on you and you about to get $1 million. You ain't about to pay your tithes for 2 weeks, and you gonna get a Rolls Royce. That's not how these scriptures work. That's not how the faith in the Lord works. Everybody think, okay, well, I'm just gonna call on Jesus. I'm gonna go to church and I'm gonna pray. Shalaki. All right, go to church and pray. That's cool. That's cool, but know for one thing that the Lord dwells not in temples made by men. So first of all, know that. Second of all, know the Lord does not like sinners. Third of all, know what are you doing for the Lord to do something for you?
Right.
You ain't went through nothing. You think the Lord about to give you $1 million? He probably won't even, $1 million probably destroy you.
That's right.
$1 million, you might go and smoke, buy all the granddaddy perk in the world. Somebody gonna lace it with heroin. You gonna be somewhere out there, out of your mind, looking into space. I had a friend like that. He's still like that to this day. Sometimes he snap out of it, sometimes he be in it. When he in it, it's like he a walking zombie. I see the brother, and my heart just be like, man, damn, that's fucked up, bro. Cause he was an awesome basketball player. He could jump out of the gym. Lord, I mean, that brother could do every dunk in the book, and he was only like 6 feet.
Right.
Jump out of the gym, end up smoking something and they laced him. Now he walking around like a zombie. Like I call his name, I was like, bro, I call his name. I ain't gonna say his name for lack of for respect and because I don't want nothing to happen to the brother or to mock the brother. But I just be like, bro, he won't even hear me. And I'll be right next to him. I pull up on the side of him. Like, what's good, my nigga? This nigga not even hearing. He just in his own little world just walking. And it makes me sad because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. The white man flooded our communities with these drugs. The white man trying to make it okay to smoke weed all day, every day. Y'all think don't nothing happen with weed? Weed kills your motivation. Weed kills your brain cells. It makes you dumb. And then it's potent as much as all the THC that they put in weed. So like all of the potency of weed nowadays, that shit down there a stretch away from cocaine.
Right.
Your ass down there about to be high like if you want some dope, some real dope. You gonna be saying dope, like Homer. Come on, man. Y'all gotta leave the drugs alone. But everybody think weed is just a thing to do. Everybody think weed just ain't nothing wrong with weed. Even the Bible says that. Nigga, do you have anxiety? Do you have cataracts? So you just, if you ain't got no headache, you gonna take Tylenol? You just gonna be popping Tylenols, huh? Yeah, the Bible said take medication if you need it. Yes. The Bible does not say anything about abusing drugs. And that's what you are doing. You're abusing it.
Right.
Ain't no nigga about to just sit up there and pop Tylenol. I mean, what they do. Pop lean, do lean, ain't got no sore throat. Ain't nothing wrong with you, but you just sipping cough syrup all day. You just take any drug. You take painkillers, ain't got no pain.
Right.
What you taking painkillers for, bro? Oh man, you know what? See, man, I lost my job, and I just be stressing me. So I just pop me a perk. You know how dumb that sounds? So you're gonna lose your job and get hooked on a drug. Now your money gonna go out even faster. You know that, right? You got to buy the drugs. How much is perks? About $10 a pill? $15 a pill? Now you popping 3 or 4 perks a day. That's about $60. You didn't spend, and you just lost your job. Shouldn't you be trying? Don't people try to save money when finances get tight? But yet you want to get hooked on the drug. Why? Because you ain't got no endurance. You ain't got no faith. You don't believe that these laws, statutes, and commandments will save your life.
Right.
You don't believe that. So you turn to drugs. No, you was in the truth for 3 whole months. Some brothers be in the truth for a couple years and fall out. You know, I done seen so many trials and tribulations, but I'm telling you, right now, you're going to have to kick me up out of here. You're going to have to drag me kicking and screaming.
Right.
I'm not going lightly. I'm going to try my best. If I fall, I'm going to get back up. I'm going to try again. And if I fall, guess what I'm going to do again? Get back up. Because I ain't a coward. I'm not just going to stay on the ground. I ain't just going to hide my face in the dirt and weep like a punk.
Right.
That's what punks do. You get up. You get your sword like Cat said. He said, you drop your sword, get up with 2 of them and start swinging. That's what you got to do. If the scripture said, count it joy. Count it joy that these things are happening to you. You know, I learned to count it joy now. At first, I'm like, man, all of these things keep happening to me, man. Damn, I can't catch a break. No, you damn right you can't catch a break. And you ain't going to catch a break.
Right.
Because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
And he controls the world. He controls the world. The world is in the hands of the wicked. And Satan is using him to show the Lord that you are a coward and a homosexual.
Right.
And you cannot fight for the Lord. He's going to show the Lord that you are a whore. That you cannot stop sleeping with a bunch of men. Because one man told you, okay, your husband told you, okay, you got to stick it out. You got to stick it out. Babe, I know we broke, but I ain't about to let you go in that strip club. Babe, I know we ain't got no money. You ain't about to go in that corner. Babe, I know times is hard, but we got to stick it out. You can't, okay, hey, babe, I got a trick. All I got to do is do a few things, and we could get a couple $100. Nigga, look at Jake in the world. His eyes lit up. Like he Bishop Magic Don Juan or something. His eyes just lit up. Yeah, back on ahead. You gonna do what? You just gotta talk to him? Yeah, alright. You think she about to go in there and just talk to him? And even if she is, why would you degrade your wife like that? Why would you degrade the woman that's struggling with you every day? Why would you degrade her like that? Things will get better. You keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. I know it's hard now, but things will get better.
That's right.
You just got to stick it out. Stop being a punk. Stop turning your head every time times get tough. All right, you didn't get that extra hour with your husband. All right, well, go do something with that hour. Go do something to make him want to give you that hour plus 2 more. What did you do? Or did you just call him and complain? Like, baby, you just don't do that with me. You just always over there. Because she got them cheesy macaronis. Them cheesy macaronis get any nigga over anywhere. I know it would me. I love macaroni. That's why I'm always talking about it. All you got to do is say, babe, I got some cheesy macaroni. I'm on my way. You ever seen that meme when the car down there fishtailing around the freeway exit, and they always say, good girls this way, but niggas in the hood going after ratchet girls. Nigga in the show like a GTO fishtailing, that'll be me. Soon as you say you got some cheesy macaroni, I'll be fishtailing your way.
Right.
I don't care if I got a old Lincoln. I'll put that big. What they got in them old Lincolns? A 500? Shit, they got like a 502 or something in them big old Lincolns. Them some big V8s, big blocks.
Right.
I'll put it to use. I'll put it to the flow. You know, that Lincoln, I'll be like undercover brother with my drink and everything, hitting corners, donuts and everything, that big boy. You know, but all jokes to the side, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do things when it's hard. You gotta stand strong when it's hard. Go ahead, Admiral.
What's working out is on point. You know what I mean? Like you said, when you mentioned the Christian church and how they turn around and portray everything is so nice, lovely.
Right.
Oh, when I found Jesus, Jesus found me, and oh my God, my life changed, and everything is
right.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, not according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know. That's how you know the Christian in the church, but that Christian church is the house of Satan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that is nothing more than Satan worship. Because when you go in the scripture, they say one thing, but the church say something totally different.
Right.
You know what I mean? But let's go ahead and get the scripture out.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord,
If thou come to do what?
serve the Lord,
If thou come to serve the Lord, he will
prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord,
Right.
If thou want to come and serve the Lord, to be in the truth,
Right.
to keep all the laws,
Right.
stop eating pork, stop being a homosexual or a lesbian, stop celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving and 4th of July. You understand? If thou come to serve the Lord,
prepare thy soul for temptation.
Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Prepare
Right.
thy soul for temptation. Because once you, it's like when you get off of drugs, man, you know what I'm saying? You always tempted to go back.
Right.
You understand? Somebody that you smoke with, you understand, won't turn around and some old freak that you used to, you know what I'm saying, get
Right.
high with her and all of that, and used to hit her and all that. She gonna come back around and ask you, man, what's up? What's good with you? You know what I'm saying? Now here you is in the truth. You understand? Now you serving the Lord. Now
Right.
if you listen to the Christian church, you just think everything just magically goes away and everything just made fine all of a sudden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's when it turns around and gets worse. You know what I mean? That the demons gonna turn up on. That's in the scripture as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that in a minute. I'm gonna get back to you, and I'll go ahead and pull that scripture in my section.
Calm. And that's excellent scripture. I'm surprised I didn't have that in my precepts. I should have had it right there, but that's why he a captain. You know. But you know, it's like the scripture said, like when you come in the truth, you gotta be ready.
Right.
Them demons is full-fledged at you. They gonna make every excuse for you. You spending all your money. All they keep talking about is you gotta go here and you gotta go there, and the school needs this and the school needs that. Oh, sis, he don't like you. He don't really love you. You can see him with all the lies. Oh, he ain't spend no time with you. Is you a fool? You know, all of those demons is going to come about.
Right.
It's going to come about, and guess what you got to do? You got to prepare your soul, because this ain't the Christian church. The scriptures say nothing about a magic carpet ride, like they be talking about. I went into the Christian church. I thought they doped me up with fake scriptures and fake belief that I thought I was gonna walk out of there and be a millionaire. I just knew I was gonna hit the lottery. Like I love Jesus. I love God. Ain't they one? Ain't that what the Christian church said? I ain't sure, but I know I'm gonna win this $1 million when I hit this lottery. You know, I know it's gonna be a bag of money waiting around the corner for me. The pastor says so. He said if he sprinkled me with his holy water, I told him to sprinkle me 3 times. So I know there got to be a blessing coming from somewhere. He said this is gonna be a Rolls Royce if he sprinkled me with the holy water. I stood in line for him to sprinkle me 3 times. He said 1 time. So it should be 3 times of it, right?
Right.
So my belly should be here 3 times as fast. I ain't never got a belly. I ain't even seen a belly. I ain't even stepped foot. I never have stepped foot into a belly before. Where's my Rolls Royce at? Where that bag of money? Where them good times at? That big house. Pastor got one. Why can't I have one? I get him tithes every week. Every time I get paid, I give him money. That's how he got one. That's how he got his blessing. How you gonna get yours? I don't know. But sprinkling that holy water ain't gonna get it. You know, but all jokes to the side, you know, you gotta prepare your soul. Give me Hebrews 10 and 36. Come. Luke 11 and 23.
Yeah. Add to what you just said about the date.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is real important. You know what I'm saying? What you're bringing out. A lot of people don't understand.
Come.
It's like when you mentioned how people come in the church first with a bunch of zeal, you know what I mean, and then turn around and fall off. This is part of it. This is who you gonna read. So like
Luke 11 and 23.
Luke 11 and 23. Let's go.
Come.
Oh, we got
Luke chapter 11, verse 23.
24. So like Luke 11 and 24.
I already got it on, so you got to pass it. Come.
11 verse 24. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest.
Okay. When you turn around and come into the truth, that unclean spirit, whatever was unclean about you, you understand? If you was sleeping with whores and strip clubs, you know what I'm saying? What you call it, hit and quit.
Right.
Smash and pass, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Smash and dash.
Little hip turn this one, that, you know what I'm saying? If you was a stripper on the pole, if you was selling the drugs, if you was smoking, whatever you was doing that made you unclean, when the unclean spirit has gone out of a man, what is that doing?
Walking through dry places, seeking rest.
He walking through dry places. That demon got to go somewhere.
Right.
You understand? The demon can't do his job if he can't go nowhere and get no rest. You understand? Keep reading.
And finding none, he said.
And finding none, you understand? That's actually what's supposed to happen. If
Right.
demons should turn around and come out our people and have nowhere to go. You understand? They ain't got nobody else, no black, Spanish, Indian they can go to.
Right.
You understand? Because this is what all of us supposed to be in the truth.
Right.
You understand? Fighting our demons. Alright? So keep going.
I will return unto my house whence I came out.
Okay, now, he's going to say, I'm going to return to the house from where I came out. You understand? Now, you know, this is a metaphor.
Right.
The demon, yeah, it reside in your house, but it's in you. You understand? That you the damn house.
Right.
And got the demon, because you're the one that's doing whatever the demon wants you to do. You understand? So this house ain't talking about, you know, your physical address. You understand? This is talking about you.
Right.
You understand? When the unclean spirit is gone, he gonna turn around and he's seeking the rest, but he can't find us, so he's gonna plan on coming back to the house and left out of it. Alright, keep going.
And when he comes, he findeth it swept and garnished.
Okay, so when he come back, he find it all cleaned out. You understand? No more whores, no more crack, no more stripper pole, no
Right.
more hustling. You understand? No more pork. You know, that's a big one in the black, Hispanic, Native Indian community.
Right.
Hey, and pork.
Right.
You understand? Man, we turn around, what that brother say last night the other day, man, can't eat pork.
Right.
What we gonna eat?
Right.
Like and you told him, brother, all these other choices that you have that you can eat. You have lamb, turkey, chicken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Beef, all kinds of things, man. Certain types of fish, you know, salmon,
Right.
tilapia, you know what I mean? All kinds of stuff you can choose from. But he just like, what we gonna eat? That's the thing too. That pork, goddamn thing.
Right.
You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? They turn around and come back and find all the pork and worms is gone. You know what I'm saying? It's all swept and gone. She read.
Then goeth he, and taketh to him 7 other spirits more, wicked than himself.
Okay, understand what's gonna happen. And he gonna turn around and say, oh damn, I can't get him to eat pork no more, or sell dope no more, or go to the strip club no more. So he gonna go and get 7 more demons and then come back.
Right.
You understand? And try to hit you with something else and something worse. So guess what? When the UPK say that life is about warfare,
Right.
you understand that you gotta fight. You understand? That's what it's about. You understand? You gotta learn to fight your damn demons. You understand? Because that's what this battle is about, guys. Spiritual battle. I mean, hands down, if you was supposed to go to war, you understand? Everybody in the UPK will be ready to go do whatever we had to do.
That's right.
And handle business. But that ain't what it's about. That's in the scripture that this battle we fighting is not corn. You understand? Our weapons ain't corn.
Right.
This spiritual battle is going to take spiritual weapons in order for us to win. And the only man I see that possesses the spiritual weapons is men in Isupk. You understand?
Damn right.
General High, all on down. You understand? To the damn troopers. You understand? I just see the cold troopers come up in this group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna turn around and find and go get 7 more demons that's even mightier than him, is worse than him.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, you was just, on the corner selling drugs, now you smoking them, and then you gonna be out on the corner selling your body, and then you know what I'm saying, ain't no telling what you gonna end up in once if you turn around and give in. That's what this is saying next. You ready?
Right.
And they enter in.
And they enter in, meaning that you turn around and you give in to the demons. You understand? The demons come knocking on the door and say, can we come in? You say, all right, cool. And you let them all in. You understand? Keep going.
And dwell there.
And they dwell there now. They live there now. You understand? This is their home. All right? Keep going.
And the last state of that man is worse than the first.
The last state of that man is worse than the first. This is real important. When you're pay attention. You understand? You turn around and come to the truth, you better stay in the truth. You understand?
Right.
Do like what the scripture say is to get counsel. Wise men seek counsel. You understand? You have a problem, you have an issue. You can't get off the weed. I know weed is hard as hell. I can see crackheads get off crack faster.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's more acceptable. You know, smoking weed is like, that's all you do is smoke weed. Oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Me too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how that goes. But then a damn crackhead is frowned upon when a weedhead and crackhead is the same goddamn thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A weedhead and a crackhead, you both junkies. You understand? The weedhead wake up in the morning, damn, man, I need my blunt out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the crackhead out on the stroll, doing whatever the hell they need to do to get the crack. That's the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? The second state of that man is going to be worse than the first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So prepare ourselves for temptation, like you said. You right on point with what you bring up. You know what
Right.
I mean? Because this ain't just gonna be no, you know what I'm saying, no easy walk. You know what I mean? If it just come to the truth and then it just take a back seat. And
Right.
Put one of the things go around your neck, neck pillow.
Right.
Put you one of them on and just lay back. You know what I'm saying? And come to class. That ain't what this is about, boy. This is a fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is warfare. This is a battle. We gotta turn around and fix an entire nation, man. And ain't no sissies gonna do it. You understand?
Damn
Sissies
right.
get it done. That's why they in the Christian church.
Right.
Having the tambourine. You understand? Sissies don't come to the truth. You see what I'm saying? They go to the church where they can sing and prance around, you know what I'm saying? And look prettier than the damn women in the church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do. But us, hardcore soldiers, we in this truth, and we get it now. And sidebar real quick, since I said that I met a sister today passing out flyers, right? Turn around, the sister said, "Oh, so you an Israelite, huh?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You the purple guy?" I'm back, y'all. Oh, hell no.
Good right.
Ain't nothing wrong with her. You understand?
Good right.
Then she turned around and said, so what do y'all teach? Like, you teach people how to garden, grow gardens, and, you know what I'm saying? All that other, your shivering, your hookah, and your chocolate shit they be saying on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? She mentioned all of that. You know, and I was like, sis, the hell, we ain't teach, niggas ain't got no problem growing no gardens. Those that know how to garden, they know how to do that. You understand? What we teach your brothers and sisters to do is to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. We teach your brothers and sisters how to beat they goddamn babies.
Right.
We teach your brothers and sisters how to stop. You don't have to use your body to get what you want.
Right.
You understand? Sisters come in here, you ain't got to do that no more to pay your rent. You understand?
Right.
You come to the school, man, you know how to pay rent all the time. You know what I mean? Brothers ain't got to go get their hustle on to pay their bills or their child support or put food on the table. You ain't got to do none of that. You come here and you'll get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's something else that a lot of brothers and sisters don't understand is that the more people that you feed, man, the less crime will go down.
Right.
You understand? That's all brothers and sisters. They so down and out, man. They ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? And that's all the niggas be wanting is a plate. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's 9 times out of 10 what they going around stealing for.
Right.
You understand? So they can turn around and feed themselves. And like I said, man, if we turn around and brothers and sisters realize that, hey, you can get fed, you can get clothes, you understand, you can get housed, you get a lot less crime going on. That's the whole goal, man. Is to take care of this nation.
Right.
Ain't nobody else doing it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I don't see no soldiers out of no other group that they got. You know what I'm saying? There's thousands of them. I done seen them all, and all of them plenty if you ask me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you go ahead now, you bring it up.
Count with a count.
Go ahead, you do your job.
Count with a count. Throughout Adawan. And I just want to throw a scripture on top of what Adawan brought out. Give me Hebrews 10 and 36. Because like he said, like, them demons gonna come back. They coming back stronger. They see that you can't eat pork, all right, they gonna come with a beautiful woman and feed you pork. They see you ain't selling drugs no more. You ain't selling drugs no more, you ain't getting your hustle on. Oh, now you about to get fronted. You about to get fronted the biggest pounds you ever got. You about to get fronted a kilo. You ain't never got fronted when you was out, you been hustling for 10 years. You ain't never got fronted nothing. A nigga just said, here, just get on. Give you a kilo. You know, I didn't seen it. It didn't happen to me. I didn't seen it happen. You done finally met the plug. When you was out in the streets, you was hoping to run into the plug. Like, man, where's the plug at? I need some weight. I'm tired of moving this little stuff. I'm throwing rocks at the penitentiary for 10 years. As soon as you get out of the streets, now here go the plug. Oh, here you is. Here you go out. Just go ahead and re-up with me. That's all you gotta do. All I want you to do is re-up with me. The Lord is going to kill you. The Lord is going to allow Satan to take your life. You will be destroyed. Oh, you ain't on that stripper pole no more? Oh, okay. Here they come with the escort service on the internet. You ain't even got to do all of that no more. The Lord is going to kill you, sis. The Lord is going to take your life. Oh, ain't nobody going to find out. I'm on the internet. I'm on the web. The Lord is going to hurt you. The Lord is going to punish you. Them demons is coming back 7 times as worse.
Right.
You're going to be worse than you was before you even came into the truth. You know why? Because now you know better.
Right.
Now you know better. Now you know what you're doing. You're just not in the world no more in ignorance. So you can't listen to them Christian pastors. Israel, like Adawan said, like Cap said, we got to wake up a whole nation. So you got to keep that first love, that first zeal, that fire that you had when you first came into the truth. You got to keep doing the things you was doing, but even better. Perfected. You know, we're going to get into that too. But for now, read that scripture for me. Hebrews 10:36. The water.
Our time. Hebrews 10, verse 36. For ye have need of patience.
What? Have need of what?
Patience.
You gotta have the need for patience. You gotta be patient. We ain't gonna wake up Israel overnight after the white man destroyed us for 400 years. You gotta have patience. I know you ready. I know you ready, bruh. I know you got all your precepts in order. You cutting Christians left and right. I know you ready for your brothers and your sisters to be like, oh, okay, I understand. I'm going with you. I know you ready, because I am. Because I am. I'm ready for Israel to wake up. I'm ready for Kansas City, East St. Louis, Ferguson. What is all the other counties around here? You know, I'm ready for them to wake up. I'm dying for them to wake up. But it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take patience. It's going to take endurance.
Right.
It's going to do that. You're going to need that. Continue.
That after ye have done the will of God.
After you have done the will of the Lord, you got to have patience. Keep doing the will of the Most High. Keep doing it. Keep going. Keep passing out them fires, young brother. I know you're a trooper and you can't really teach right now, but keep passing out them flyers. Young officers, I know it's hard to hold classes, especially if you're the only one in your city. I know it's hard to hold classes every week, 2, 3, 4 times a week. I know it's hard, but keep going. Keep going. Keep doing the will of the Most High. And read.
Ye might receive the promise.
That ye might receive the promise. Shall I read that all over again from the top?
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise.
That ye might receive the promise. You know, keep doing that will. Because you're gonna get what God has promised you. Keep them laws, statutes, Jews, and commandments. You're going to get it. Believe me. You're going to get it. The Most High is faithful in everything that He says. His word will prevail. But you just got to keep doing that will of the Most High. You got to perfect your craft. You got to perfect the things that you do. Give me Hebrews 12 and 2. You have to perfect it. You have to do the things that you're supposed to be doing. You know, you got to keep that faith. You got to have that endurance. Because you don't want them demons coming back 7 times worse. Since you thought it was bad now, all you had to sleep with one man to pay your rent. You're going to be sleeping with the whole gang. They're going to call you gang. They're going to call you gang. Because you're going to be sleeping with a gang of men. You're going to be selling a gang of vagina every day, all day. All day. Brother, you thought you was smoking a little bit of weed. Yeah, all right. You're going to be hitting that magic pipe, burning your lips, having blisters on your lips. Now you got all them holes and stuff in your lips. Hopefully you don't get to hit that needle. You know, you can toot that too, I believe. You ain't got to shoot it up. Y'all know y'all scared of needles. You can toot it. It's out there. Them demons gonna make a way for you to destroy yourself. They got everything. They got heroin in the pill form, a powder form, a liquid form. They got heroin probably in the soda form.
Right.
You probably could get induced pork with heroin in it. The white man being the devil, he likes to get high every way. He's gonna make a way for you to get high and destroy yourself. You know, read for me, y'all. Go ahead, sis, before you read.
I think that's what they put in dirty Sprite is when whatever substance they choose to crunch down into a powder substance and put it in a dirty Sprite and mix it with cough syrup and call it dirty Sprite.
Right.
That's how they do it.
Now they mixing lean with cocaine and heroin and shit and stuff. Shalakia. Dang, one drug ain't enough. You gotta combine like 7 of them up.
Right.
You wanna be up and down at the same time. Hey, I do the lean, it's a downer. So I mix it with the cocaine. It's upper. Boom. Makes sense, right? Now you even, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Why don't you just not get high if you want to be even?
Right.
If you want to have a level head, how about not just get high at all? Go ahead, sir.
Like it, I think crackheads put the powder substance. I think they spray it through blunts as well.
Now, they spreading cocaine. You talking about primos. They spreading cocaine and blunts, powder and blunts. Now you got a primo. Now it's a downer and an upper. See, makes sense again, right? See that, man, drug addicts be the smartest. Drug addicts know how to keep you level. You know, bro, you could get high and you could get drunk. And I know everything. They become modern day doctors and scientists, chemists. This nigga failed every chemistry class in school, but now all of a sudden he could crack the best. He know everything to use. He done whipped it up. He know what gonna blow you up. He cooking meth and everything. This nigga, you should have stayed in chemistry class. You could have been a chemist. You know, making substance that'll kill pollution. Making substance that could get rid of fat overnight. You know, you could have been doing something useful with your time. Now you out there cooking up crack and meth and every other drug that is out there to cook. You know, you read that scripture for me, y'all.
Hebrews 12 verse 2. Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith.
The author and finisher of our faith. You know, you got that zeal when you came in. Find out a better way to do what you was doing at first. That's all we doing in the UPK. We finding out better ways to fish. All we doing is fishing. We fishing like the scriptures tell us to do. Fishing for our brothers and sisters. Trying to save them. You know what? Yeah, we come up with tricks of the trade. Schemes. We coming up with schemes to get our people. Because we love our people. We care about our people. Ain't nobody else gonna care about them. So you know what? If that means that I gotta give away some chicken and waffles, if that means that we gotta create an event to give away free chicken and waffles because niggas love chicken and waffles, guess what we gonna do? Give up them chicken and waffles.
Right.
Sis, you gonna be in that kitchen all morning and all night, sis, making waffles and chicken. Hey, we gotta wake our people up. We gotta do something, bruh. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to slave. You're gonna have to slave real hard to get that money for them pancakes. We need about 30 pounds of pancakes mixed. We need wings, we need hot sauce. No niggas need hot sauce. We need hot sauce, we need cereal, we need everything. Hey, you better go out to them pantry. We gotta figure out something. Because that's just clever ways to fish. Like the Lord said, He called fishers of men. There's gonna be a time where we're gonna drop that rod and pick up that sword.
Right.
You know, we're gonna drop it and pick up that sword. But right now, we gotta fish. We gotta use that rod. We gotta fish. If that means that we gotta have a midnight special, shit, hey, doesn't matter. Whatever appeals to our people, that's what we're gonna do. And that's all you gotta do, trooper. That's all you gotta do, officer of 50, 500, 1,000, captains, generals. That's all we doing. Is fishing. Figuring out clever and better ways to fish. And wake our people up so they can be protected. So the Lord can be proud of them again. And we can excel once again. And we can become a nation and not die no more. Not have to beg the white man for justice.
Right.
Not have to march, do a 1,000,000-man march. Ain't y'all tired of, I don't like walking that much. I don't even like walking to the corner store. I be thirsty as ever. Be wanting snacks, Starburst, and all types of freaky candy and stuff. You know, but I ain't about to walk. I be at a whole standstill like that. Man, you know the store got plenty of snacks. Hey nigga, you know the store is 2 blocks too. Damn, what I'm gonna do? I gotta come up with something. I gotta do something. I gotta figure something out. I'm tired of marching. Marching ain't working. We've been marching 100 years, begging the white man. Now we want reparations. You know when we got free? We got free over 100 years ago, supposedly. When we've been marching for reparations for about 200 years.
Right.
When is we gonna get reparations? You know what? I don't even want the reparations. Keep the reparations. Just let my people go, like Moses said. Just let my people go. Stop flooding our community with drugs.
Right.
Take your abortion clinics and shove them up your butt. You know, go on somewhere with all the homosexuality that you trying to force on our people with these rappers and these athletes and all of this dumb stuff, these TV shows. Husbands of Hollywood be married to niggas and stuff. You know, all that Atlanta housewives, all of them got a gay best friend.
Right.
And he just so flamboyant. And they just think it's so cute. Like, man, dog. Like, our community never was like that. If you was gay in our community, man, you had a tough life. That's why niggas was always in the closet. Because we didn't condone that. I don't know about this new generation. They see that to Tekashi character with all of them fruity pebble hair colors. And they just go wild with it. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Right.
You know, they ain't like, man, I don't know, man. Finish reading that scripture.
Who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross.
Yeah. You know. You gonna turn your cartoons down for me? Yeah. The kids listening to cartoons and stuff. Yeah, but you know, read that scripture up for me from the top.
Hebrews 12 verse 2. Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith.
Right?
Who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross.
Okay, for the joy that was set before him. You remember the scripture we read earlier? Said joy and trials. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Joy in trials. Joy when things happen to you. For the Lord's sake. You know, it was joy for Christ to suffer upon that cross. That was joyous to him. You know why? Because of that, he saved his people. Because of all of them nights you stayed up, you woke up a couple brothers.
Right.
You brung in a couple sisters. That's one less sister that got to sell herself, got to demean herself when she beautiful. That's one less brother that got to smoke drugs or sell drugs. Got to be locked up in the penitentiary. Because the Lord gonna curse you. Yeah, the white man locking plenty of us up for wrongdoings. I mean for right doings. How much more you think you're gonna do if you actually doing something wrong?
Right.
You actually selling drugs. The white man already locking us up for no reason. Now you actually selling drugs? You making the white man say, oh, you really is a criminal. I was lying at first, but not. I get the chance to tell the truth. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill you and say, see, I told you, all these black brothers and sisters are drug dealers and prostitutes and drug addicts. All of them. See, look at him. I just caught him with an ounce of dope. They smoke all the weed in the world, but want to give us years as soon as we put a blunt to our lips. The white man is the devil.
Right.
That's why you got to be like Christ and you got to perfect your faith. Christ perfected you. He perfected the truth. He found ways to conquer demons. He found ways to fish brothers and sisters effectively. Christ did all of that. How much more should you do? You got to be a follower of Christ. You call yourself a Christian, right? You're a Christian wearing purple. You know, you want to beat the tambourine, but you don't want to pass out flyers. You know, you want to sleep with your brother's wife, but you don't want to go get 3 or 4 wives of your own. Come on, man. All you got to do is keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Have endurance. Do what the Lord told you to do. And make your election sure. Wear that crown proudly. When them trials come up against you, because the white man gonna send them, because he a puppet of Satan, wear that with pride. Call it joy. Be happy. Like me and Cap always talk. Like, that's what happened to me today. Cap went to court today. He went to court today. We already know the white man is the devil.
Right.
He went to court, everything got threw out like we knew it was going. We'd be happy. Because that be proving us right. That the white man is the devil.
Right.
You know, you got all them Christians that want to say, oh, not all white people is good. I'll be happy when stuff like that. It'll be joyous. Because that's the proof to them Christians that all of them is the same. You know, that they was wrong. They admitted they're wrong. And still said, oh well. You just ain't got to do this. But you still got to pay. You just ain't got to pay more. But if you was wrong, then you would have to pay more. But since you ain't wrong, you just got to pay a little bit. What type of nonsense do that make?
Right.
So you ain't gonna right the wrongs that you done did? No, he ain't. Because the white man is the devil.
Right.
He's trying to devour you. Their whole system is made to devour us. So what you gonna do? You gonna give up and give it to him? Or you gonna be a sellout, a coon, an ass kisser? Like all of these fake Christian leaders and these fake Muslim imams and these Egyptologists, all the conscious community. It seems like every sister in the conscious community is a whore. That's a sidebar. I just wanted to say that because I see a lot of sisters with unks on their bodies, unk tattoos. Every time I see them with an unk tattoo, I see them also half naked. No matter where I go, if I'm going to events, if I'm going to, if I'm on the internet, if I'm on social media, if I'm watching TV, they just got unks on, they be whores. Downright whores. And that's what the conscious community men want. That's why they say, oh, the black woman is God. Yeah, alright, that's gang.
Right.
That's a lot of gang. And that sister be like, yeah. But you can't find a way to pay your rent now. But you a God. Can you levitate? Can't gods do whatever they want? That means you got power, right? What type of power do a black woman have? Besides nagging her man with a big mouth. That's the only power she got. And that's like, man, she's like a superhero when it comes to that.
Right.
She's undefeated. 200-0. Like that boxer, what's the new boxer, Wilder? He would not lose, will he? That's how the black woman mouth is. It would not lose. You know, it's just crazy, you know. All of that to the side is just crazy. That, you know, that we don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, we got to understand that we got to perfect our faith like Christ did. We got to understand that. We got to understand those things. Because if we don't, we're going to be destroyed. You know, we're going to be destroyed because the Most High is not going to allow us to get away with it.
Right.
We the blessed children of Israel. We're the chosen. We're the promise. You thought that just You know, that just came lightly. You know, you thought you didn't have to do nothing to inherit that. Yeah, you got to do something. You got to keep them laws, statutes, and commandments. And not just that, you got to have endurance. You got to keep them laws, statutes, and commandments for a long time. For a long time. Because our people are destroyed. The faster y'all come into the truth, the less work and the less endurance you got to have. Now, that's common sense for you right there. I know you figure out how to level your drugs out. You figure out how to do all the things under the sun. But you ain't figured out if everybody keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, that's part of Israel. You know we'll get out of slavery. We'll get out of captivity. You know we won't have to have endurance. You know we could bring the kingdom tomorrow. Are y'all aware of that? Is Israel actually aware of that? I think we need to go on a loudspeaker and make a public service announcement. Interrupt Atlanta Housewives. You know, all of them watching that. If we interrupt Atlanta Housewives and interrupt all the sports games, you know, that would reach about 90% of our people. Right. And we just tell them we can have the kingdom tomorrow. All y'all got to do is keep the law, statutes, and commandments today. We'll have the kingdom tomorrow. You know, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy because Israel won't let it be that easy. The Lord already gave, what is we marching for? Like the general said, the Lord already gave us the word. The Lord already gave us everything. Why are we marching? Why are we still marching when we have it all? We the best athletes. We the salt of the earth. Why are we still marching? What? Why are we still begging? Well, all we got to do is keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Have a little endurance. Have a little faith. Don't look at your trials and tribulations and be like, oh man, I can't do this. I can't do this stuff no more. Man, I lost my house, lost my wife. My kids is terrible. Man, I can't be in the truth. I can't do this. I can't have brotherhood when my house is destroyed. Brother, those demons is going to come. Those demons is going to come, and you got to understand that, sis, them demons are going to come. The white man is the devil, so them demons is going to come.
That's right.
You know, was it any more on that scripture?
Sir.
Go ahead and finish it out for us.
Despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God.
Right. Christ perfected his. He got his crown. He got his glory. He perfected his. How much more should you perfect yours? Make your election sure. So you know when the kingdom comes, you're going to have authority. You're going to have a crown. You know, you're going to have 100 slaves instead of 2. Instead of being a servant in the kingdom. You're an Israelite, but you serving still. Come on, man. Drop that and give me 1 Corinthians 13. For what? The steamy over here. Thought this was a sauna. You know, we gotta get us a stronger air conditioner. Tell the super Christian. He wanna stop food draws, but he can't put no air in here. Nigga, you need to focus. You know, it's crazy. You there, Op?
Oh,
go ahead and read for me.
Verse 7.
Salakia, chapter 10, verse 13.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. Neither be you idolaters, as were some of them. As it is written, people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play.
Right. You know, as it is written. You know, continue.
Neither let us commit fornication.
Is that 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13?
So, chapter 10, verse 13. There hath no temptation taken to you.
Go ahead.
But such as is common to man.
There is no temptation that you going through that we ain't already seen. You ain't going through nothing new, y'all ain't going through nothing new. I lost plenty jobs in the truth. Where I'm at, still in the truth. I done lost plenty ribs in the truth. Where I'm at, still in the truth. I done spent my last dime. How many times I've been broke? Because I've been trying to help the truth. Still in the truth. Like, you ain't going through nothing that ain't nobody else saying. You know what Cap do day in and day out all day to make this school more prosperous, to help fish for Israel. Every day that man is working. You ain't doing nothing new, You ain't seen nothing we haven't seen already.
Right.
Them demons, them same demons that plague you, is plaguing every other brother in this school, every other sister in this school. You think, I know the white man brought you up, brought our women up, thinking that monogamy was the only way. I know that the white man brought you up thinking that. I know it's hard. You ain't going through nothing else that no other sister in this truth ain't going through. But where is your endurance at? Where is your faith? Like I don't want to say it, like you know, you gotta be strong. You have that zeal. Keep that zeal. Keep that zeal. As long as you keep that zeal, you're gonna be all right. As long as you love your first love, you're gonna be all right.
Right.
You know, give me some more on that.
But God is faithful.
But God is what?
Faithful.
God is what?
Faithful.
God is what?
Faithful.
Told you. Most High is faithful. I'm glad to be right on that. I'm going to say I told you so. I know everybody hates that. But the Most High is faithful. He is faithful. Keep them laws, statutes, and commandments. Brother, endure that prosecution. Call it joyous. Sis, endure that prosecution. I know it's hard. Endure it. For your sake. For the Lord's sake. You know, you claim to love the Lord. Endure that prosecution. Keep going. Why are you stopping? Why are you slowing down? You got to keep moving. You got to keep figuring something out. You got to keep going. Because the truth is not easy. And it ain't meant to be easy. Getting out of slavery you thought getting into slavery, Shalaki. You know how your mama always tell you, it's easy to get in trouble, but hard to get out of?
God.
Or your daddy tell you that? That's how it is with the Lord. He's our Father. He's our Heavenly Father. It was easy to get into slavery. Not keeping, you had that pork chop sandwich in your pocket. You thought the Lord didn't see it, huh? You thought it wasn't nothing else to eat. Man, what we gonna eat? I'm tired of this thing. I don't want no beef or no turkey. I just want the pork. Come on, huh? There's other things to eat. You thought the Lord didn't see that. It was easy to munch that down. Put some hot sauce on it. You know how they do. Soak it with some white bread. Soak it with hot sauce. The hot sauce be all soggy. Come on, man. You know, that was easy to do. It was easy to slang them drugs. It was easy to play them 7 brothers. You had 7 brothers on your line. All of them. One buying you Gucci shoes. The other one buy you red bottoms. The other one buy you purses. So you thought all that was knocked off. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna talk about y'all knock off red bottoms. You know, but that's what happens. That's what happens. You know, you thought everything was easy, but have faith. Have faith in the Lord. You know, because He said, like the scripture said, His promise gonna be sure. His promise gonna be sure. He's gonna give you your reward, but you just gotta work your way out of this slavery. We all know it's hard. You're not going through nothing that's uncommon to man. You know, read some more for me, y'all. Read verse 14.
Verse 14. Wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry.
Shalaki, is that 10 and 13 and 14? Chapter 10, verse 13 and 14.
God.
Read, start from the top of 14. It's supposed to be beyond you getting there. Start from 13 again. Read it up. Start from the top.
There, 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13. There hath now temptation taken, but such as is common to man.
Like he says, there's none that haven't been going on that ain't common. Go ahead.
But God is faithful.
But God is faithful. Go ahead.
Who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
Read that over.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye
Above.
are able.
Go slow, out. Above or beyond?
Above that ye are able.
I could have sworn it said beyond, but you know, the Lord, we get the gist of it. You know, the Lord said He's not going to tempt you more than you can handle. He's not going to put more on you than you can handle. You know, He's not, you want to go through the same temptation that everybody else went through. If Christ could do it, who was a man? If Elijah can do it, you can do it. You know, if the Lord will not allow you, like Job went through it. But what did the Lord say? Spare his life. He allowed Job to be tempted like everybody else. But he said, spare his life. Sis, you're not going to die. Just stand strong. I know that brother in that light truck been throwing money every day at you. Every time you go to work, you've been tempted to cheat on your husband. I know. But stand strong. Bro, I know it's hard. You've been wanting to slang them drugs. That 9 to 5 ain't working. You keep running to dead ends. If the money coming too slow, I know. But that's common for everybody. Everybody's going through those. Everybody's going through that temptation. Ain't nothing new that you going through that ain't nobody else been went through. Sloggy. Sloggy. You know, ain't nothing new. You know, the Lord will not tempt you past more than you can bear. The Lord will not let anything happen to you that's too much for you. Christ perfected it, you can perfect it. You know. Shalaki. Anybody got any questions on the lines? Let me see. Anybody got some questions? So you got some questions? You got some, I know you do. You always got a comment, a question. Sis always in tune in class. You got something to say about? Shalaki. Not on Cap, you got something? You want to add in on that? Count. You know, so you just got to endure. The point of this class is to let you know that the things that you're going through, we all going through. I know the truth is hard, but like Cap pulled out earlier in class, you know, you got to endure. Like coming into the truth, it means going to war. You have to war. You have to guard up. That's why the Lord said, what do it mean to wear an armor? To get a shield and a sword, to strap up your boots, put a helmet on. What do that mean? What are you preparing to do? Anybody? Bomb. What are you preparing to do?
Preparing to fight.
You preparing to fight. You got to come into this truth. Prepare your soul to fight. You got to be ready to fight. Or you can be a coward. You can be a homosexual and let the world eat you alive. And hopefully the Lord will have mercy on you. Because your life is going to get taken. You eat pork, you're going to get high blood pressure. Something is going to happen. You might get tapeworms. Something is going to happen. You keep lying all the time. All you do is lie, 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 lie. Your tongue probably fall out your mouth. You know, that's a little side joke, but no, something's going to happen to you. You're going to lie yourself right into something you cannot get out of. You're going to lie in something you can't get out of. You thought you was fast with the tongue. You thought you could outthink people. You're going to get caught up. Something is going to happen to you.
Right.
You wanna keep slanging them drugs and hurting your people, shooting at people. Something is going to happen to you. The Lord is going to take your life. And you're like, all I do is little stuff. A little white lie ain't never hurt nobody. I just lied about this and that just a little bit. I just lied. I didn't hurt nobody. People out there selling drugs and stuff. Ain't no sin greater than the next. You will be punished. The Lord will punish you. You know, I can't do half of the stuff. I mean, let me try to steal something out the stuff like I used to. Man, whatever I steal out the stuff, that's gonna probably get stolen from me. And not just that, the Lord gonna have a lot of like stuff that I love come up broken or missing. My money come up gone. Like that, stuff like that, that's not no coincidence. That's the Lord punishing you. You thought you got away with them lies? Alright, you did something, you didn't lie, but now something else is happening to you.
Right.
And you don't understand why. Like, damn, I ain't do nothing. What the hell did I do? You was telling all them goddamn lies. That's what you did. You was stealing all them clothes. I know you want to steal from Rainbow every day, sis. You want to steal all them little sundresses. You want to steal all them scarves. You got a hair wrap. You stealing hair wraps. You got a hair wrap for every occasion. Oh, it's righteous though. I'm wearing my hair wrap. You stealing though too. Now look, you ain't gonna have no hair under the hair wrap.
Right.
You know, I'm just joking, but you know, these things, stuff is going to happen to you. Not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, things will happen to you. It might be directly, it might be indirectly, but it's going to happen. Go ahead, sis. Forget about it. Disobedience, forget about it. Your life gonna be in shambles. You gonna need your husband. Like, I know this one chick, she always been disobedient to her husband. And so many things befell her, and her husband was nowhere in sight. The one person that she needed the most, the one person she wanted the most, was nowhere in sight. That was the Lord allowing you disobeyed your husband. Now the Lord is allowing you to reap what you done sowed. Shalaki.
Or 1 Samuel 15 and 23. Show you what disobedience or rebellion is.
Count it down.
1 Samuel 15 and 23. What definition of that real quick?
Definition of disobedience?
Yeah.
Count it down.
Definition, disobedience, rebellion, all the same. It's all the same thing.
Count it down. Disobedience. Failure or refusal to obey rules or someone in authority.
So you understand that? Now read that scripture. Read 1 Samuel.
1 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Rebellion is what?
As the sin of witchcraft.
Rebellion is, that's like casting a spell on somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like doing magic, man. You know what I mean? Just think about, when a child disobeys their parent. You know what I'm saying? Just think about the mood that they, you know what I'm saying? That
Right.
the father is in before, son, go take the trash out. You know what I'm saying? He find out you ain't put, what? You know what I'm saying? The old head,
Right.
blink and move and all, you know what I'm saying?
Like Mr. Jones. Boy, I wish you would sleep right now. I'll wake you up and put my.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boy, the old head, boy,
Right.
you funny as hell, they move. You know, goddamn head. Boy, you
Right.
like a spell on this person, man. You straight doing magic on them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Lord said, rebellion, disobedience, same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's when you fail to obey authority. Simple and plain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a woman, she's failing. She is, you know what I'm saying? She's failing to obey her husband. You know what I'm saying? And she's casting a spell. I mean, the man don't even want her. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Right.
be Jake in the world. You know
Right.
what I mean? Jake, he don't even want your ass no more. You know what I'm saying? You get on his nerves one too many times, he's done.
Right.
He already got another woman, but now he ain't dealing with you at all. Because you talk too much, you don't do nothing he's saying. You know what I'm saying? What you got your own mind and all that, you know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't supposed to be, I had a sister tell me today, when we passing out the flyer, the sister had said that the man that she was with, she left, you understand, because he wanted her to be what he wanted her to be. You understand? I'm like, what the hell did you get a man for?
Right.
You don't want this man to tell you what to do.
Right.
You understand? The man probably wanted you not to be a whore, was trying to have you dress like you had some dignity, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He probably was trying to clean you up, make you, you know what I'm saying, get your act together. But no, she didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? So she ended up leaving the guy, she said. And matter of fact, all the damn guys she had been with, she said it was a
Right.
bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? She didn't give me the exact number, but it was a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying?
They never get an exact number. They never get an exact number.
You can't remember.
You got to multiply by 3.
She can't remember.
Whatever number I get, I'll just multiply by
You gotta
3.
multiply by 5. You gotta multiply 30 by 5.
Right.
Man, these sisters out here getting it, man. They get too much ride. That's why you just can't satisfy them, man. Because
Right.
you just can't satisfy the whore. You understand? It's just some about it. You never want to accomplish that. You know what I mean? But yeah, but a sister is being rebellious, you know what I'm saying, disobedient. That's what the Lord said he was right here. Keep reading.
And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry.
You understand that? Being stubborn, but most black folks are stubborn as hell.
Right.
You understand? Just don't want to do what they told. You understand? So, that's the answer to a sister that's disobedient and rebellious.
Right.
You understand? That's like sin. You understand? Stubborn is sin. Iniquity.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead. You got it.
The water, I appreciate that powerful precept. That answered your question, sis. Go ahead. How do she fight that rebellious demon? Cap, you want to answer that? She fight that rebellious demon like she fight any other demon. You gotta be strong. You gotta, I know them things in your head, all them little voices in your head come up, and they be like, okay, do this and do that. Okay, you got your own mind. You can do things how you want to. You independent. You can go here if you want to. You ain't gotta listen. Oh, it's gonna be okay if I don't make him exactly what he asked for. Those are all those little voices in your head. All those is demons. All those is demons, and they telling you to be rebellious. But guess what you gotta do? You gotta tell them demons like you just gotta be strong. Tell them demons, tell them demons whatever you need to tell them. Just put it out your mind. Just do what a strong thing that one of the captains told me, and it helps me fight, because brothers have disobedience too. Brothers have a lot of disobedience, especially in this truth. And he said, I asked him, I was like, how do you raise up brothers in the school? How do you raise brothers up in the school? It was Captain Mashak. I asked him like, how did you, him and Captain Cesaria, I asked both of them. Well, I really asked Captain Cesaria, but he said he asked Captain Mashak if he wanted to answer. And I was like, how you build up brothers in the school as fast as y'all did? And Captain Mashak said, the perfect answer. And it's the perfect answer to fight disobedience. Because now that I think about it, it's the perfect answer to fight a lot of demons. And he said simply, follow orders. That's all you gotta do.
Right.
To fight disobedience, follow orders. You just do what you was told, what you were told. That's the simplest way to fight any majority of all demons. Do what you're supposed to be doing. If a sister is having difficulty with following her husband, she should just, if her husband said, open up the door, go open up the door. Don't let that demon say, why you can't open up the door? Why you can't open the door? He right next to the door. He closer to the door than you is. Girl, don't open up that door. That nigga, he must don't want no air. Let him open up the door. You gotta walk all the way across the room to open the door. Instead, just go open the door. Cast all of that out your mind and just go open up the door.
Right.
If he said cook 2 pancakes, cook 2 pancakes.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hey, what you just brought up made me think of something I seen on TV. It was Judge Mathis case.
Right.
There was a sister and brother, sister was pregnant about a brother. And the sister did not know that the brother had bought a video recording of her. You know what I'm saying? Because she turned around and was making this brother seem like he was horrible. You know what I mean? Like he was a horrible cat. She said he put me out every 2 weeks. He put me and my baby out. We had to live in a shelter and this and that. But she was throwing him, right? And then the brother just kept saying, that's not true, it's not true. You know what I mean?
Right.
So finally he turned around, it was his turn. And the brother said, he said that the reason, you know what I'm saying, we're not together is because she is extremely disrespectful. You know what I mean? And he said, I even brought a video of that, to show how disrespectful she is. And she turned around and oh my God, the brother called her machine gun mouth.
Right.
He called her machine gun mouth. And he said, I can't even get a word. He said, once she started going, he said, she just let loose and I can't get a word in. You understand?
Right.
He said, man, she goes all off on me, disrespect, call me out her name, call me the B and the H and the A. You know what I'm saying? She goes in and I'll be there. Pull that video up and she was going off just like that. You're
Hold it down.
and then at the end of the video, the sister was extremely, said she felt ashamed of herself. You could tell that she was ashamed of herself. humiliated. You understand? Because she turned around and she said, the brother was like, well, I just want to, try to go ahead and, fix his family, take care of the kid, do his best. She was
Right.
like, I just don't like how you portray me to be, like I'm just some horrible person, like I'm just some disrespectful kind of person. I get disrespectful when I feel disrespected, and yeah, I get disrespectful, and this and that. Hey, you did exactly what the man said you did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You are disrespectful, you are horrible as hell, you know what I'm saying? You can't control yourself, ain't nobody deal with you, and the whole time on the video, the brother was trying to, deal with the sister, calm her down, and the judge even brought it out where he said that you said the man put you out every 2 weeks. The man said, I'm not putting you out in the video.
Right.
You saying that. You understand? The man like, I'm not putting you out. He said you just need to stop being so damn disrespectful.
Right.
But machine gun mouth just could not do it. You understand?
Right.
She was going in, and it looked just as bad as it sound.
Right.
You know what I mean? For a man to sit here and have to get belittled by some little bitty broad. You understand what I'm saying? You got a woman that's as fragile as glass.
Right.
You understand? Got her emotion on her sleeve. If you turn around and talk too loud, she think you're yelling at her, she crying, balled up in the corner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But here she is, standing up to this man. You know what I mean? Shooting him with all kind of shots. And
right.
It's a shame that our sisters are like that. They've been like this for a very long damn time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what you said was excellent. Was for them to learn how to do what the hell they are told.
Right.
You understand? That's what time it is for the black woman. You head out your league. God order you. What did I say? To stay in your lane?
Right.
In your goddamn lane. You understand? And let the man control his. You understand? Not you try to control his house.
Right.
Tell him what the goddamn do.
Right.
And rule over him as if you are the head of the house.
Right.
For whatever reason. Because let her make some money and you don't.
Forget about it.
More than you, and you know what I'm saying, you make less, you got all kinds of problems. You understand? But a true marriage relationship, you know what I'm saying, money has no bearing on anything. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how y'all gonna take care of each other, the bills and y'all needs and necessities, whatever it is. But that should have no bearing on your relationship while y'all together.
Right.
If y'all stay together and the problems that you have, you fix them. You know what I mean? If you have some problems, then you should come to Christ. I should take counsel.
Right, damn right.
Everybody, they should be in here number one. It's only one school, it's only one place, it's only one model. You understand?
Damn right.
Right. If our people would understand that, they were already in here, and which I've heard several different times from the generals, and at first I didn't believe it until I got the position I'm in to where I'm getting counsel calls from other groups and other people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
From fake Israelites that don't know what the hell to do about their situation. You know what I'm saying? And here you is, you hate the group, what they say, I'm not gonna join the camp. They kill me with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joining no camp. You understand? But then here you is calling the UPK, needing that good old counsel.
Right.
You understand? Because deep down inside, we the only ones that got the answer.
Damn right.
And if you have, you would have never called me.
Damn right.
But sisters do need to learn how to do it, so follow orders.
Right.
You understand? That'll be, and you are right. Follow orders fixes everything. Doing what you're told fixes everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Doing what you are told fixes everything. So they're pointing in.
The one on the one. And that goes for anybody with authority over them. You just do as you're told. Not just our sisters, but brothers in the truth. Brothers need to understand that rank and that order. They gotta understand, just do as you told. And that's what I learned from the captains. Go ahead.
I'll be real quick.
Come with the come.
All of them.
I got it.
Give me Hebrews 13 and 17. Hebrews 13 and 17.
Come with the come. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17. Obey them that have the rule over you.
Who has the rule over the wife?
The husband.
The husband, absolutely. Obey them that have the rule over you. Now, what does it mean to obey?
Like the definition says, submit unto the will of the person that has authority over you.
Yeah, right. Do what you are told.
Right.
Follow orders. You understand? Keep on.
Come. And submit yourselves.
And submit yourself. You willingly gave that man the vagina.
Right.
You understand? He maxed you down so cold. You had you wet and salami. You got kids that had you wet.
Right.
And every damn thing else, you understand? And you turned around and had no problem submitting that body to him. Now submit that damn reverence. You understand?
Right.
That man as well. You understand? Keep going.
Come. For they watch for your souls.
Your husband, if you did this truth, he's watching for your soul. You
Right.
understand? He's making sure that you ain't eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. He's making sure you're keeping the law.
What?
Making sure
Right.
that don't nobody get over on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He gonna make sure that you don't go to the wrong mechanics or you know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of things from a large scale to a small scale. You understand? He's watching over you. He's watching over your soul. You understand? Choosing a husband is way more than just some little small thing. You understand? That's faith. Okay?
Come.
Sisters should choose wisely. You understand? If you can marry who you want, you can have sex with who you want, but guess what? Man, I tell you, it's extremely important for you to marry a man in this truth.
Right.
You understand? Because that man won't turn around and have you doing things that you should not be doing.
That's right.
You understand? That man will make sure that you ain't out here breaking the law. That man ain't gonna never get the jam and then stick you out on the corner expecting you to bring back the money. You understand? That man will never do that. Alright? Keep going.
That's right. As they that must give account.
Your man gotta give an account for you. You understand? We are responsible for you.
That's right.
And the same thing on for brothers. Choosing a wife is important as well.
Right.
You understand? Because you are going to be responsible for that woman.
Right.
Okay? So if she turns around and doing whatever and cause a problem, you better get it in order real quick.
Right.
Keep on.
Come. That they may do it with joy.
They may what?
That they may do it with joy.
No. With a headache?
With joy.
Oh, you get on my nerves?
With joy.
Oh, I can't stand this bitch?
With
You
joy.
understand? Do it. You want your man to do all of what he's supposed to do for you with joy. You
That's
understand?
right.
And not grief. You
That's
understand?
right.
Because what else that scripture say?
Come. And not with grief.
Uh-huh.
For that is unprofitable for you.
For who?
For you.
For who?
For you. For you.
For the woman.
For
You
you.
understand? That's the who. You understand? Your
That's
man,
right.
Your man tell you what to do, you better do it. Because it's unprofitable for you. You turn up your own household, number one.
That's
You
right.
understand? You're destroying, you running off your protection.
Right.
You understand? Your man ain't just there just to pipe you down and pay your bill. You
Right.
understand? That man is it's a whole line of things that a man is supposed to be doing that is responsible for when it comes to him having a wife.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Women can get out here and get into all kinds of mess. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about it.
Singing about family, man. You understand?
Right.
To where sisters get into something, who they call it some man, the one they don't need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need no man. I don't want no man. I'm good by myself. I want to be single and all this.
Right.
As soon as something get heavy, who they call? They call it other man, or matter of fact, a bunch of men. They call it daddies,
Right.
and uncles, and cousins. They want whoever it is to be dead or dead. You know what I'm saying? They want all them men that you claim they need. They like to come and solve their goddamn problem. You know what I'm saying? But it is unprofitable for you, sis.
That's right.
Disobey your husband. That's what the Lord said.
Right.
That's who rule over you.
Right.
Don't tell me that you only do what God said you do. You know what I'm saying? What's that thing you saying? I don't listen to no man but God.
Right.
Well, God told you to listen to your man.
Right.
You understand? So
Right.
who you should be listening to if you only listen to God. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, you know,
Makes sense.
You know, it is what it is. What the scripture say, and sisters gotta turn around and learn to fight you. You'll feel a lot better when you do it.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Number one, you won't be such a horrible individual that nobody likes. Nobody likes black people.
Right.
Nobody likes black. Every man loves hitting. You understand? But guess what else he loves doing right after hitting? Quit. You
Right.
understand? Because he can't stand you because you got such a big mouth, talk too damn much, you always put them down. You know what I'm saying? Talking about his job, you talking about him staying with his mama before he stayed with you. So goddamn what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Move the man out of his mama's house and on her couch and into his own house.
Right.
You understand? What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Now you got protection. He ain't looking at his mama all day, all night
Right.
long. Now he's turning around making sure you safe. You understand? So you good. You should. You know,
Right.
like I said, sisters got to turn around and just learn to, number one, shut your mouth. You understand?
Damn right.
Learn to shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. You never knew what you was talking about. You understand? And everything that ever happened in your life before that showed you that you didn't know what the hell you was talking about.
Right.
So when you did it your way, it all failed. You understand? It all failed.
Right.
Guess what? If you listen to the Lord and turn around and learn to obey your husband, reverence him, do what you told. You know, like you said, if the man say open the door, don't fuss back and say, man, why you can't get the door? Why you want me to just grab the door, man? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know what's on this man, man. He probably could pick up 5, 10 bags out the trunk. He
Right.
wants to hold the door so he can carry all heavy in his bag.
Right.
But he got to argue with you first. You know, so he got to explain himself. Damn, oh, you know, I get back. You know, I
Right.
ain't got to say that.
Right.
You man say get the door, get the door. You understand?
The bags might be your bags.
If he just wants you to hold the door so he can walk through and feel like a king, do that.
Right.
You understand? Goddamn. You know, so like I said, we need to learn how to stop the fight and the argument, you understand, between each other. You
Right.
understand? The man and the woman, we been fighting. What the hell we beefing for? You know what I'm saying? What the hell we fighting for in our own home? That don't make no sense.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That don't make sense to have to fight the world and then come home and have to fight your daddy. Crush your foot self. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And nappy heads behind you.
Right.
Love the hell out you.
And can I say something real fast?
We got to knock your nappy head.
Right.
Crush your foot self out when I go home.
Right. And just to add on to what you said real fast, I don't want, they listen to that supervisor. They listen to the supervisor. They listen to that police officer. They listen to that store clerk. They listen to everybody but the person that they got to reside with every single day. You listen to everybody. You listening to your nail technician. They chose you to put 3 pounds of nail protectant on your nail you didn't listen to. Now your nail's about to fall off. But you can't listen to your husband for your own benefit. Like the scripture said, for your profit. You know, but I just wanted to add on to that because I don't want to pull a heavy scripture, and he answered that sister's question promisingly. You know, so did that help you, sis? Come, you got another question? All right, so with that being said, Shalom Israel, we are the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, coming out of 125th Street, 1 West, Harlem, New York. We are not affiliated with no other group or camp or organization for that matter. Shalom Israel.